What is going on, you bucking stallions and you fine stallionettes? AK40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven. March's drop is not pretty on the Xbox side. The lime green boys are not happy, but I will say Sony had a well above average drop. They absolutely shredded Xbox this month. Let's talk about it. Alrighty guys, sharing my screen here. So as you probably know, every month with Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus, you get 3 free games. Sometimes they'll even give you an extra, a fourth in there. And they go back and forth. Sometimes you'll get some real bangers, some golden hits, some real good exclusives from each platform. And then other times they just throw in like an old retro game or some game that got like 2-star reviews, or like an indie third-party game that was programmed in somebody's basement or on their cell phone during their lunch break. And I gotta say, this is a very unbalanced month here. There's actually an article about it right here. Xbox Live Gold's new free games met with backlash. People are kind of pissed. It's 2 360 games and a free-to-play game free-to-play. Need I say more? You can get the game for free. So this month on Xbox Live, you're getting Warface, which is a free-to-play game, and it's not even a good free-to-play game. I dipped my wick inside of it. I slid into it for a second, but I didn't even really go deep with it. I kind of just massaged the surface and then pulled out because it wasn't stimulating me. And then you're also going to get Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse, again one of those third-party little indie games. That's going to be from March 16th to April 15th, and that's a top-down shooter, which I have nothing against top-down shooters, but again, I wouldn't be too excited about getting this. It's one of those games you'd install and then you would never ever launch, and then you'd end up uninstalling because it's just taking up, 3 megabytes or however big the game file is, probably pretty small. And then you get Metal Slug 3, which, don't get me wrong, the Metal Slug series is dope, but I can run that on any of my jailbroken retro consoles, so I don't need to have that on my Xbox Series S, to be 110% honest. And yes, I know that does have a PlayStation logo there. This game is playable on PS4 and Xbox One, but they're including this with this month's, with March's Xbox drop. And then you get Port Royale 3, which I've never even heard of, so I'm sure it's a great title. And it's a 17th century shipping sim. That doesn't sound intriguing to me. Like, you have to worry about, tea embargoes and whatnot, and you're basically Columbus trying to import syphilis to the ladies across the continent. So, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's an avid sailor that probably has old Ironsides, the USS Constitution, parked on the side of his house and actually enjoys international shipping, but for most people, this is going to be a no-go. So I think the best title here, to be honest, is Metal Slug 3, which again has been available forever, and at many times it was like free or damn near free to pick up. So, and then throwing in a free-to-play game? Come on. And then if you look over here on PlayStation, they dropped a big old fat load this month. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I paid full retail for this game, and I don't feel bad about that. I gave it 9 or 10 out of 10 bananas on the Stiffy meter. It is a damn good game, like one of the best titles from the PS4. And this is now playable with PlayStation Plus. That's an absolute win. But they also have Remnant, which, by the way, is supposed to be one of the most graphically pleasing games from the last generation, from the 4. And the coolest thing about this game, they're dynamically generated worlds. So kind of like Diablo, when you would launch into a dungeon and it would change the layout of it, it would look different each time you enter the map. That's exactly how it is here. They're randomized, populated game worlds, which is pretty cool. So I feel like I would actually play that game. Destruction All-Stars, we're not talking about you, but that does have boosted performance for you PS5 boys. And then you get Marquette, which is a first-person puzzle game. So again, puzzle games, that's kind of niche, but I feel like more people would play a strategic neuron-pumping puzzle game than people that want to be a merchant shipper from the 17th century. And then they throw in one of their best VR titles, Farpoint. So you have, if you own the PlayStation VR headset, you get a good VR, and you get Final Fantasy VII. That's a good month for you. If you're just subscribed because you want online access to play multiplayer with your buddies, and you're getting 2 pretty dank games and a couple of decent ones as well, that's pretty good. And then Xbox this month is going to give you a free-to-play game that you could download at any time, and some middle schooler's science project that he programmed with his stepdad. And if it sounds like I'm fanboying or anything, not at all. I'm going to cover this every month, the titles for Xbox and for PlayStation. I guarantee they're going to go back and forth, and some months PlayStation's just going to give them the old blue balls, and then other months, Microsoft's going to whip out its lime green cucumber and shove that where the sun don't shine. So this month, it just so happens to be PlayStation is absolutely bitch slapping Xbox with their free games for their subscription services. That's going to do it, guys. Drop in the comment section below if you like some of these games, if you are an avid sailor and you own a lot of historical 17th century garb and gear, and you actually, you know, this is one of your favorite games here, Port Royale, and you think that I should probably burn in the 7th circle of hell for hating on your game. Or if you're excited about any of these titles, or you think, you know, you're going to be playing Final Fantasy VII this month, which I advise you do. If this video is entertaining or informative for you guys, or both, like the video. That helps it to get seen by more people. Greatly helps me to grow my little baby dick channel. Mollywop the notification bell to be alerted when new videos come online. Share it with your mother, brother, cousin, or your fuck buddy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I said a bad word. That's demonetization there.